This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Annapolis has a temporary new mayor. Ward 3 Alderwoman Pindell-Charles was sworn in as the acting mayor, while Mayor Buckley has gone down to Australia. He was called away from the city because his mother is gravely ill, and the mayor had gone down to take care of her. He will return on February 11th. In the interim, Alderwoman Pindell-Charles is the acting mayor, and she does have the same rights, duties, powers, and obligations as the mayor. And one of her first duties will come up on January 31st, when she will swear in David Jarrell as the new city manager. As for Mayor Buckley, our thoughts and our prayers go out to him as well as his family. A horrible story out of Prince George's County. A Prince George's County officer is facing second-degree murder charges in the shooting death of a man that was handcuffed and in his cruiser on January 27th. Corporal Michael Owen has been charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of William Green of Washington, D.C. According to Police Chief Hank Stawinski, Green was shot 7 times. Officers responded on January 27th around 8 p.m. to the report of a man striking several vehicles in Temple Hills. They did come upon Green. They did initially suspect that he may have been high on PCP, but that was not the case as it turned out. He was handcuffed and placed into the front seat of a cruiser, which is standard operating procedures, and then some sort of struggle ensued. Now, initially, there were 2 witnesses that said they saw this struggle. However, they backed off on that. But there were shots that were fired. Green was struck several times. The officer that fired the gun, as well as other officers, pulled him out of the car, attempted life-saving measures, which failed, and he later died at the hospital. This is a developing story. We will be following this and seeing what happens with Corporal Owens. Maryland lawmakers are talking about sex this year, and they're looking to repeal several what they call archaic provisions in the state's code about sex. Under current state law, a person may not be prosecuted for first or second degree rape or a third or fourth degree sex offense if the victim is the legal spouse of the assailant at the time of the offense. That's that whole spousal rape law, and repealing that makes all the sense in the world to me. In another bill, they are looking to repeal the crime of sodomy and unnatural or perverted sexual practice. And under the current law, the act of sodomy is a felony, and the current law also prohibits oral sex with people or animals in unlawful or perverted sexual practices. That one's a little bit more murky, but they do say that the whole animal provision there has been pretty much made obsolete by updated state animal abuse laws. But generally, that seems like a pretty good law to repeal as well. But another question I have is, why do we need to put all of this effort into repealing what is essentially common sense? Oh yeah, that's right. So they can put another tick mark on, I sponsored this bill and I got it passed. Always looking forward to the next election. Well, Governor Hogan's not looking forward to the next election. He's termed out, but boy, did he have a great announcement yesterday afternoon. Governor Larry Hogan announced that the redecking of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge will be complete by this summer, as well as the work to make it a cashless toll bridge. Originally, it was scheduled to be a 2-year headache. At the press conference, Governor Hogan said, "I am pleased to announce that the project will be completed a full year ahead of schedule and that all lanes on the Bay Bridge will be open by summer of 2020. Our entire team has spent the past few months working around the clock to make today's announcement possible. I want to thank all of the men and women who are designing and constructing these important projects, as well as everyone who operates, maintains, and protects the bridge and its travelers each and every day." Now, of course, getting here didn't come without any headaches and issues. We saw the ouster of former Secretary of Transportation Pete Ron. We also saw many, many days of double-digit mile backups. But good on Governor Hogan for getting that done. The Maryland Historic Trust recently held their 45th annual Maryland Preservation Awards, and their Board of Trustees recognized 2 entities here in Anne Arundel County. The first was the Lost Towns Project. The Lost Towns Project was done by Anne Arundel County Office of Planning and Zoning Cultural Resources Division, and they created the African American Voices, Memories, and Places, a 4 Rivers Heritage Trail. That's an online multimedia story map tour highlighting African American heritage sites throughout the county. And that won the Excellence in Media and Publications Award. And as far as the outstanding individual leadership, that went to Robert Clark, who is our president and CEO of Historic Annapolis. That is the nonprofit that helps to preserve the history of Annapolis, not to be confused with the Historic Preservation Commission, which is the people that really muck up everything and delay anything that wants to get done in the historic district. The board had said that during Clark's tenure, which has been going on since 2012, Historic Annapolis has gained momentum as an organization that supports the community's rich history, preservation efforts, and educational opportunities for schools and public programs. Clark has been instrumental in forging partnerships, in elevating profile and visibility and history and heritage of Annapolis. So congratulations to Robert Clark as well as the Lost Towns Project. If you are a music buff, listen up. The Firefly Music Festival is coming back to Dover, Delaware, the weekend of June 18th through the 21st, and they just announced their lineup, and it actually looks pretty good. Headlining the festival this year will be Rage Against the Machine, Billie Eilish, Halsey, Khalid, Blink-182, Maggie Rogers, Cage the Elephant, Illenium, and Run the Jewels. There are many more. You can check them out at eyeonannapolis.net. We do have the full list. And you may recall that Billie Eilish made history at the most recent Grammy Awards by becoming the first woman to take home the 4 biggest awards: Best Record, Best Album, Best Song, and Best New Artist. She also won the Best Pop Vocal Album as well. If you want to get tickets to Firefly, listen up. You want to go to fireflyfestival.com as soon as you possibly can. You can pre-register and get a unique code for early access to purchase your tickets. Ticket pre-sale will begin on Friday, that's this Friday, at 10 a.m., and general tickets will go on sale Monday, February 3rd. Now, a 4-day general admission ticket will cost you $300, and I'm debating the value of that. All right, that does it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day. We do update it consistently. Other than that, hang tight. We have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. He's coming up in just 1 minute.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific. The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, January 29th. Yesterday brought another somewhat disappointing mixture of clouds and sun to the region, though temps were again in the 40s as expected, with the expectation for today, once again, for sunshine and 40s for Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County. More sun tomorrow with highs 40 to 45 degrees following AM lows in the 20s and 30s, which will be the same Friday morning ahead of a nice afternoon with plenty of sunshine and highs 42 to 47 degrees to close out the month of January, which will be a very warm month statistically speaking, in which temps will have averaged 5 to 8 degrees above average for the entire month, which is a noteworthy departure from normal. But then it's more clouds and another chance of some precip on Saturday, which will likely be in the form of rain showers before skies clear again for Sunday with temps 45 to 50 for highs. But don't give up on winter yet, as the entire month of February lies ahead, and recent models are showing some intriguing and legitimate potential for winter weather in the first half of February as storms try to at least take a more favorable track for snow for the region up the East Coast. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching the Apple or Google App Stores for DCMD VA Weather, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hey, Annapolis, Eastern Shore, and Anne Arundel County. My name's Rick Peters, and I'm the president of Solar Energy Services in Millersville, Maryland. Need a new job in the new year to help take you in a different direction? Maybe you aren't feeling fulfilled in your current job and want to be part of the excitement and growth of the clean energy industry. Consider coming to work for Solar Energy Services and give yourself a new career and fresh start at a company that not only offers competitive pay and benefits, but also cares about our employees as much as we care about our customers. That says a lot because we've been in business for over 40 years and we know how to provide 5-star service. Visit solarsaves.net or call 410-923-6090 today. We are hiring immediately for solar installers, drafting specialists, and commercial project managers as we prepare for another great year. Are you up for the challenge? Apply today. Sunshine's a-wastin'.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.